What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another pay-per-view roundtable. This time we are reviewing WWE Clash of Champions 2000, the Gold Rush, because now every pay-per-view needs a shitty tagline. I am your boy Chris G, joined by my co-host Mary Jane as usual, and we have an all-star cast on the roundtable. For the first time, we have both JJs in the true.
Damn, you already fucked it up, man.
I'm too hyped. The JJ's got me hyped. But we're gonna introduce first. We're gonna go with the drunk guy, JJ. Back.
Which one?
Y'all.
The drunk one. The
Which
real
one?
The guy that got
we
the
both
drunk
getting
in
fucked
his
up.
name. The guy that got the drunk in his name, not the other JJ who drinks. There we go.
All right, there we go. There we go.
Intro.
Sounds like.
Next up, we have Top Guy JJ, the OG JJ, as I like to call him.
Oh yeah.
Let's get in top. JJ.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. I definitely like being on top. That's definitely a fact.
What we drinking today, JJ? What we drinking?
Today is actually right out the freezer. My 1800.
Ooh.
My 1800. And I'm trying a little something different. Trying a little Dole juice with it, you know. Little mixture with it. Oh yeah, hood ball all the way. Hood ball all the way. Finger is my straw.
Oh yeah, hood
That's all I
ball
need.
all the way.
Hands is washed too. I did my protocols too, so I ain't got no ain't no little gray and red ball swimming inside this drink.
Gotta stay
Still
safe.
got a pandemic going on.
Pandemic-free drink.
And introducing at last the Round Table Rebel, the three times baby making champion of the world, Ness.
Yo, True Hills, what's the deal? As always, back with an all-star cast. We're here to talk about the Clash of Champions.
So this is gonna be Ness's 20-minute brush with greatness right now.
I mean, we got a lot. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Especially once the drinks start hitting and they start getting on topic. It goes. That's
what he always tell ladies until he only lasts 10.
Hey, that's longer than that's longer than I need, honestly.
It only takes 10 minutes.
Give her that 9 minutes of doom, son.
You know what's funny? When I lost my virginity, that's how long it took me. 10 minutes, 35 seconds. I had my stopwatch on.
This nigga had a beat the clock challenge. This nigga had a beat
This is
the clock
before
challenge.
iPhones. This nigga had a G-Shock.
This 07, so.
This nigga drunk already.
I got work tomorrow.
Oh, my bad, Chris G. My bad, bro.
No, so
we on topic.
So before we get started, we are going to remind the good people at home to share, like, give that thumbs up, drop a comment, share our shit, and most importantly, subscribe. We are in the race to 1,000.
Motherfuckers.
Subscribe, yes. There's something like 40% of you watching our videos aren't even subscribing.
Just
get a fake email and subscribe.
Hit the damn button.
Hit the fucking button.
Just hit the button. Like
press
come on, man.
Did anybody watch the pre-show?
I did.
There was a pre-show?
I never do.
Nah. I did watch the pre-show, but I had the pre-show on mute.
Right, the tag match. Tag match. I forgot. That wasn't on the.
I had the pre-show on mute.
Switch up.
Well,
but I'm just gonna say before we even get started, just the way we started off True Hill Heat 93, I am still gonna keep asking for justice for Breonna Taylor. I'm still tired of waiting all of these days. We're up to 198 days with still no results.
That's right.
So we need to use the platform. We need to use the platform that we got to bring attention to the bullshit that we constantly keep going through. So if you got a voice, use it. If you need the comment section to use it, use your voice to make it matter, because obviously we are not being heard.
Facts. Right. And he ain't doing it for clout either, niggas. No clout over here. He meant that.
On the pre-show, we really didn't get much besides a couple interviews. R-Truth showed up looking like a fucking Arkansas hillbilly.
Was this
MVP
idiot really marinating his 24/7 title?
I think he was treating it like wings. I think you baste the wings or you shake them up. What he said? Drumettes? He called them drumettes? I thought we called them.
Anyway. That's actually my fault for making you actually explain that. Keep going.
Well, yeah, a nice little interview with MVP explaining the Hurt Business, which was actually kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was actually.
He talks about expanding the business. I would actually personally like to see the Hurt Business go into NXT or to other shows. No? See what happens.
I'm good.
Future long term, but
I mean, not like they really follow the roster shit anyway. Like,
yeah,
people pop up everywhere. So
not
it
until
don't
we
even
have
matter.
the 15th draft in history, and that shit will get shut down 3 months after it happens, like usual.
Exactly.
And nice little, interruption by Sami Zayn coming in, telling everybody he's the real Intercontinental Champion, which may or may not play a factor into our first match of the evening after the pre-show. But we start the pre-show with Lucha House Party taking on Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Who wants to start? Who's seen it? Who wants to start?
I didn't see against Nakamura and what's his partner? Nakamura and Cesaro.
I was so distracted. I didn't even like
Yo.
I'm sorry. I guess. Oh
my God.
Damn. Dropped the phone in the blunt. Tragic. Yeah, I didn't watch the match. I know Cesaro Nakamura won. I don't care. Next, I could go ahead and talk about that shit.
I mean, it was alright. It was a decent match for what it was. Like, it wasn't nothing crazy. But you had to know that Lucha House Party wasn't fucking winning this match. So, like,
oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So, I just like the finish where Cesaro did the swing and then that shit was decent. I like that.
Viral
movie. That is a nice little move.
Wow.
JJ, you have any thoughts on the pre-show match?
No, it's the fucking pre-show match. Like, fuck. We just spent like the first 6 minutes on the fuck out. Like, come on, dude. Like, the pre-show. Next, you mentioned the two best things on the pre-show was the MVP interview and then the pre-show ending. Next.
Had some nice double team spots to the outside at one point, but it was sloppy. It wasn't a great match. Nothing special.
We're still talking about the pre-show.
No, we are
pre-show.
On to the main
pre-show? We're talking about pre-show.
We're talking about the pre-show.
Pre-show?
We're not talking about the main show.
We talking about the shit that came on at 6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock, my team was down 35-6. So you know what? I was watching wrestling.
Well, your team is always fucking down 35-6. So what else is it?
They're about to be down another fan after this fucking season. We're gonna go on to the start of the actual main show. The starting opening match, the triple threat ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship between AJ Styles, the current champion, Jeff Hardy, and the real champion who never lost his title, according to himself, Sami Zayn. Fellas, Ness, we'll start with you. What do you think about this match?
That shit was beautiful, man. Like, but prior, I was going to be like, yo, this is going to be the match of the night because these three are amazing, phenomenal even, no pun intended. Three of some of my favorite wrestlers of, I can definitely say of all time. The match itself was just fucking crazy. It started off a little slow. I wanted to see more use of the ladders. So as the match progressed on, they definitely used the ladders, and it was just some wild shit going on. Jeff throwing his body all over the place. Probably the highlight of this whole match, Sami Zayn being the fucking genius that he is, brings out two pair of handcuffs. Handcuffs one pair of handcuffs to a ladder through fucking Jeff's earlobe, which that shit was outrageous. And then handcuffs himself to AJ Styles, only to unhandcuff himself to handcuff AJ to the ladder later to go on to win the match, which is beautiful. I wanted Sammy to win. He didn't technically lose the title at first, period. So I wanted him to come back and still be champion. And then the way he won was, like I said, it was just a genius thing. I love this match. So far tonight, this was pretty much my favorite match of the night. Yeah, I gave this match 4.5 stars.
Ooh, that's a hefty tag.
I was extremely biased. extremely biased, and I have no
being biased, like,
I have
was a
no
great
shame
match.
saying that. But yeah, it was yeah.
I agree with you. It did start off slow, but that's expected for ladder matches. Yeah. The creativity concerning the use of the ladders, which is interesting. At one point, Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles are both on top of the ladder, and AJ tries to go for the belt. Jeff Hardy willingly moves the ladder and makes it fall, making himself and AJ Styles fall on purpose so that AJ doesn't. Something that we don't really see, and psychologically that doesn't happen a lot in ladder matches.
Even a spot where Sammy's trying to push Jeff off the ladder, he's climbing around it. Climbing over it to get on the other side. Like, that was fire, yo.
It was creative. It went nowhere, that spot, because he fucking literally went absolute. He just got hurt and almost died.
Folded up in the ladder. Like,
you gotta respect the creativity, and then the handcuff spots. Both of them just trying to put his fucking handcuff in the earlobe. Shit.
Jeff Hardy's ear. Jeff Hardy's ear has to be infected by now. He had a screwdriver in his ear, fingers in his ear, fucking handcuffs now. Like, Jesus, man. That shit gonna fall off eventually.
I'll give this one 4 stars. 4 stars.
This match was pure genius. I just thought from start, like, just knowing that this was going to be the best match of the night, I was like, oh, the opening, damn, I already knew this was going to be the match of the night. The fact that it opened the show, I was like, oh, this is going to be hard to top. I don't think anything is going to top this. And then the brilliance that was done in this match, like just the storytelling and the timing of it, the use of the ladders, as you guys stated, and the stuff that Sami Zayn did, and all these things that you guys talked about that Jeff has had gone through his ears. You know what I'm worried most about that went through his ear? Somebody's hands. Because, the gray and red ball exist. So with all, I'm definitely taking super sanitizer baths after somebody's hands go in there. Fuck a handcuff, fuck a screwdriver. But seeing the handcuff go through the earlobe and attach that shit to the ladder, I was like, this is pure genius. He literally has to carry the fucking ladder with him wherever he goes to even attack somebody. He has to set up the ladder always vertical. It always has to be vertical to do anything. And you don't see that in match. You only would see shit like that on an independent scene. And the fact that you saw that in a WWE match was beautifully done. And Sami came back with a motherfucking bang. Like, Sami came back after being gone for 5 months with a bang. Like, this was beautiful work done by Sami. This was beautiful chemistry by the three in the ring. I personally thought that this was Jeff Hardy's best match since he's been back in the WWE because of the use of his body, how the risk that he was taking, how fearless he was, how non-hesitant he was to do everything that he did in these matches. It looked like vintage Jeff Hardy. It truly looked like vintage Jeff Hardy, and AJ, of course, brought it. AJ matched the intensity. He matched the skills. So it's literally like they fed off of each other so well. And I felt that Jeff Hardy's performance enabled them both to step up and equal their games and then even outpace what they usually do. Because AJ's matches have been a little lackluster. Sami Zayn, we haven't seen in the ring in forever, so we don't know what Sami's in ring was like. But to see Jeff Hardy go out the way he was and clearly knowing that he's the oldest dude in this match and he's doing what he was doing, dude, you gotta show out. And that's exactly what they did. I agree. I would give this match, I'm being biased just because of the creativity alone, I'm giving this 4.5 stars. It was just so damn good. It was that good. Like, I could watch that shit over and over again. This is something I'm definitely probably going to watch tomorrow. This was just that impressive. Like, I don't get that impressed by WWE matches that much. This did it.
I second that.
I definitely second that. Because when that match started, I'm like, I'm hyped for it. But I'm like, no WWE could fuck that up and just like that. But they went out, let them do their thing. I think they damn near went like 30 minutes. It just flew by.
Match went almost 35 minutes.
That shit was crazy, man. It was a great match. Great fucking match. 4.5.
4.5? All right. Next up, we had Asuka defending her Raw Women's Championship against Zelina Vega. Puerto Riqueño, oh yeah, stand up. We're on pay-per-view. Let's go.
And this is where the pay-per-view takes a dark turn. But continue.
So, I mean, if there's anything else that we want to add to the first match, because I feel like a lot of these other matches are going to get the short end of the stick.
Exactly.
Well,
breeze right through.
It depends, though, because I think this was actually a good showing by Zelina Vega. I think prior to this, she wasn't really taken seriously in the ring. Credit, she's in the ring with Asuka, so Asuka made her look better than she probably really is. But she showed that she can actually go one-on-one with an elite competitor. You know what I mean? Kind of hold her own. So that's always a good thing to see in the women's division. Drunk guy, how do you feel about it since you're fucking yawning over there?
That was instant. I actually was not. That wasn't even trying to be funny. That's the irony. That's how I felt about that match. But
Jesus. Well, I mean. It wasn't.
I'll follow behind that one. I'll literally say that to follow behind that ladder match with that match is the hardest thing to do. Yeah, so anything else that you would have done is going to make you yawn. So the fact that I thought Zelina Vega actually performed pretty well. I thought she did. I thought she did all right too. Like obviously it wasn't a great match. It wasn't something that's going to make your head turn. But it looked like she can actually do something in the ring that you might actually believe. Because a lot of Zelina Vega's in-ring work prior to this, I was just like, I just can't get with it. I can't rock with it because I don't believe it. Yeah. This here actually looked like tradable offense between her and Asuka. And obviously Asuka was going to get the W. This is probably the most predictable match of the entire night. But it was a good showing for Zelina Vega, and I'm proud that she was actually able to have a 2.5-star match with Asuka, which was really, really promising for her.
I agree with everything Top Guy just said. You obviously know that Zelina's not going to win, but she went out there and actually put on a great showing because usually when she goes and has matches, I can't say this probably was her best showing. Today, she's like, and again, the offense was actually believable, because she was trading a lot of exchanges with Asuka. She actually showed some decent psychology, working the arm, which I didn't expect that out of her at all. I thought she would just be out there trying to like flail and fucking just attacking her the whole time, but actually showed some trying to be methodical for a little bit. But again, I actually agree with that rating as well. I gave it 2.5 stars too. It was a very good showing for her. But the beat down, quote unquote beat down after the fact, she's just you ain't had to be salty. You ain't had to be salty, Zelina. But it's cool though.
I'll give this match 0 stars because 2 women are wrestling.
Wait a minute, bro. Like, come on, son.
Nah, come on. I'm playing. I give it 2 stars, I guess.
Yo, somebody ban this nigga, man.
I'm gonna give this match 2 stars as well. I think that has some creative false finishes.
I'm just being nice.
Yeah. Next match up is Bobby Lashley defending his United States Championship against Apollo Crews.
Apollo!
Top Guy, do you want to start us off with this one?
Absolutely. This match was whack. I give it 2 stars. This match had nothing surprising. This match had no elemental change. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. This match, I'm giving it 2 stars. 1 for Bobby, 1 for Apollo just for participating. That's all I'm giving it for. This match was really, really bad. Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm going to take off a 0.5 star. This gets 1.5. This was a bad match.
Yo, I agree with you. You know why? Because I don't understand the fucking point of them keep rehashing these mid-card matches. Like, why do we keep having to see Apollo and Lashley face literally from pay-per-view to Raw to pay-per-view to Raw to pay-per-view to Raw from pay-per-view to like How many times do we need to see this shit?
I don't want to interrupt you, but to piggyback off what you're saying, I think the only thing that would have made this match any better is if it had a stipulation attached to it. Because to keep seeing a regular ass wrestling match between these two, they're not going to do anything different. This is their styles. This is their styles.
Same fucking finish.
We've seen it a number of times already. It was predictable. There was nothing changed to it. There was no dramatic counters to it. There was no near finishes. It was just a few wrestling holds, a few moves. The shit was done. He got locked up. Dude tapped out in like 6 seconds. It was over. So it was boring. It was lame. It had no flash. It gave me absolutely nothing.
I give it a 1.5. I didn't care. I never cared. Don't care. Shouldn't care. Don't need to care. Literally the same format of their matches they've been having for like the past 5 fucking months. Like this shit is boring. Black excellence in my ass. I don't care if they're feud. Just end it. Let it go. I'd rather see Ricochet at this point. Fuck it.
That's 2 1.5. That's 2 1.5.
Get that shit out of here, man.
Man, I thought I was going to be hard on this match. Pause. Because you guys put this like these guys both have no type of personality. Again, we know another black wrestler that we could throw in there and make it a triple threat of fucking no personality.
A wrestler.
A wrestler. But
a wrestler.
I mean, I gave it a 2 because it was nothing special. Like it was the same shit. I thought, they might have went with possibly adding Ricochet to the Hurt Business, but who knows?
I thought that when he was out there, that was
but
why the fuck
knows?
Is Ricochet randomly out there? I guess because he's a part of the Charisma Vacuum team, but still, it's like I don't see why they had him out there. It was really no point. But
there isn't. But they keep rehashing this, and there's no point.
This is just a fucking TV match. I feel like I've seen these guys on the pre-show for the last 4 fucking pay-per-views. Like,
bro, Raw.
These guys are fucking. They said they had a pre-show. I thought it was Apollo and Lashley automatically. I was surprised it was a tag team match. It's just how it's been lately.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'm just gonna move on. That's the rating. No star rating for this one. Just move on. The Street Profits defending their Monday Night Raw tag team titles against Andrade.
Another fucking match. I'm tired of seeing.
Andrade and Angel Garza, but with no Zelina. They are no longer affiliated with Zelina Vega. I thought this was actually a solid tag match. It showed good chemistry between Andrade and Garza for the first time because their storyline's been very rivalry-like. So they actually had
up and down. One minute they're cool. Next minute they're fucking beefing. They didn't know what they were
hot
doing
and cold.
Them,
they didn't know. But this match, they actually looked like a well-gelled tag team. We had a dirty finish, but I think it's because Garza blew out his knee. Is that what happened? Anybody want to elaborate? Drunk guy, you want to elaborate on this?
Yeah, he's fucked up in the game right now. He fucked up his knee. I guess that was the only way they was gonna stop having these fucking matches. For Garza to get hurt, because they've literally been facing each other for like months, and I'm so over it. And the fact that y'all even let them win that number one contenders match for them to still lose anyway, it's like, what was the point? They've lost like fucking 100 times already. Why have a number one contenders match for them to face them on the pay-per-view to still have them lose, injury or not? It was stupid. So I was already not invested. I'm not saying the match was trash. I just didn't care. Because if you're going to still get the same outcome, then what's the point of having a match? Hope Garza's okay. Well, clearly, it looks like he's not. It looks like he's all kinds of fucked up. But, yeah, I guess I get a match of 2.5. I'll give it a 3. It was okay. I give it a 3.
It was decent for what it was up until, Garza got hurt. The finish was flat. I was just going to call it stupid again.
Oh, I'll take that. I'm 2.5. That finish and then him almost breaking his fucking neck with the Spanish fly. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that shit was wild. I thought he was going to be a little bit better with that one, but yeah, that was just a wild shit. Again, we see Raw really doesn't even have any tag teams. Like, I don't know why they just keep trying to force these storylines and shit. But I was going into this thinking that Garza and Andrade was going to win. because they keep making these guys face each other, and they had the storyline going. Well, there's no more Zelina. We can actually get shit done now, just for them not to get it done, just for it to be a dirty finish. So that shit was just that shit was stupid. I gave it 2 3/4 stars.
I don't think it was supposed to be a dirty finish. I think they ended the match because this guy couldn't go anymore. Probably fucked
They
up
could have
his leg.
improvised better. They could have improvised.
Yeah, they definitely could have.
Granted, he's hurt.
But if it's going to be something serious, it makes no sense to win the match, and then they could have just called something.
But now they're probably going to be like, "Oh, we didn't get pinned. I kicked out." They're definitely going to continue the shit. And if they don't continue it, then they're just going to and fucking insult our intelligence like they've been doing for like the last 30 years. So
WrestleMania 37, Street Profits versus Garza and Andrade for the tag titles.
With Zelina Vega.
Yo, that's crazy. Match. I'm not even trying to be. This is funny because literally they've been having this match since WrestleMania. This is fucking Clash of Champions now. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. They have not won the belts yet. So what's the point of keep giving them the fucking
I wasn't even watching WWE then. I'm watching it again. They're still doing it.
Y'all are very nice to this match. Again, I'm going to give this match 1.5 stars. The reason being is that I am really tired of the WWE not knowing how to finish a match in case of injury. This is one of those cases that this is something that's going to happen. And when you have a finish and the result of what that match finished as, and I'm not even gonna discredit that broken Spanish fly because botches happen during matches. That shit like that happens. But the match to me had it had nothing to no build up whatsoever. I had no interest whatsoever in this match. Nice. This shit was thrown together on Tuesday afternoon on Instagram. I saw it on Instagram that the match is happening on Sunday. And the match was a Monday Night Raw match that happened on Sunday. Clearly completely kicking out at 2. But he counted down to 3 when you have a whole tag partner that could have just came in with a chair or that could have just came in with something and just smashed one of the Street Profits and just had the match end by disqualification and keep the story going because they didn't truly beat them. I am just really tired of giving them excuses for having these finishes to stuff that they should be professionally prepared for. That was a shit finish. And it gives you no evidence, especially I hope that Angel Garza is not seriously injured because it would really, really suck if he is because he is a hell of a talent. He was somebody that he was getting it on without the live crowd. Like without the non-live crowd was doing him a ton of justice. It's doing him a ton of justice because we were seeing him every week. We were seeing him sometimes multiple times. And then this finish just killed me. This finish is it's like I'm like come on with it. Like I'm sorry. Like I can't keep excusing them. There's 4 guys in there. They got all the rehearsal. They got the chemistry. They got the talent. They could have just literally just said, here, just come in, grab a chair, end this match, and squashed it. This shit gets 1.5 for me. I'm sorry. I ain't giving it nothing better than that. I hope Angel Garza does get better because he's a special talent.
Fuck it. Yeah. That's my rating. Because I mean, how many times are you really gonna see this match? It felt a little different because of this between Andrade and Garza, but it sucks because I like Garza. He's one of the guys I look forward to watching Monday Night Raw, and he gets better and better. Hopefully, this doesn't set him back too much. We're gonna move on to the next segment, I guess. We see Drew Gulak with the 24/7 championship. He won it from R-Truth earlier prior, and then R-Truth gets it back from Drew Gulak. Why this is on a pay-per-view, I have no fucking clue.
Because it's for a title, man. Clash of Champions.
I appreciate you, I appreciate you, sir, for being the host to actually have to announce that bullshit.
Next up, we have the Bayley Open Challenge, where she basically challenges.
Ass was looking scrumptious in them gold pants, boy. Bless her heart.
Yeah, we do the cross for that one.
She's my role model for sure.
I'm glad you said it and I didn't, because I was thinking it.
And somebody clearly didn't like it. So
Asuka comes out interrupts, and we have a little impromptu match for Bayley's Women's SmackDown Championship. SmackDown Women's Championship. It's a short match. It ends in a DQ, 30 finish, with the chair.
What's the point of having the match?
Kind of pointless.
Extremely.
Yo, when Asuka came out,
that's my rating.
When Asuka came out, I'm like, what the fuck?
Because Asuka, after getting beat down with the chair, getting hit with the chair, she gets saved by none other than the boss, Sasha Banks, in a neck brace. Looking how? How's she looking, Jaquan? How's she looking, drunk guy?
Scrumptious. Just that whole fit.
Lick your fingers.
The neck. I
lick your
can't
fingers,
right now.
bro.
My girl behind me, she's gonna kill me.
Well, we got the return of the boss, and she does what she can, having a disability and whatnot. Because where I work at, if you have a neck brace, they tell you to stay home and collect the check. But that's besides the point. Jake, drunk guy, how do you feel about this match? How did you feel about the whole segment?
Refill my drink on this one.
The match was stupid as fuck, for one. You have Asuka have a match with Zelina, which looks like after the match was over, they're going to continue the feud. So why would you even throw in? Mind you, she's a Raw Women's Champion. Mind you, they just did this shit at SummerSlam with the whole double champion bullshit. So why would you even put her in a match to even give her a glimpse of hope to defeat Bayley when she's about to continue a feud with Zelina, to then have the match in the DQ? So you basically had no point of what the fuck I was doing to begin with. Because then all the women, granted, the women are probably sitting at home cooking because it's a Sunday. So to get over there to the Thunderdome, I don't know what the problem with that. But all the women, all the talent I have on SmackDown, that could have easily threw somebody in there. It was so fucking stupid. It was so
Yo, somebody come get your man, Joe.
Thank God.
Breathe.
Thank God. I'm not gonna call him out. Thank God Sasha came out and added some credibility to this nonsense. Thank God. Because that was so dumb. So dumb.
Where did you get this? It's Sunday, so all the women are home cooking.
Like, you think it's Italy in 1940, bro?
Oh my God.
What year are you in, yo?
I'm about to see them face at Hell in a Cell. I'm all for it. You know how I feel about Sasha and titles, so we're not gonna even talk about that. But yeah, it was dumb. Didn't like it. Waste of time. They literally could have chose anybody but us. Anybody. They could have fucking chose Drake Maverick. I don't like what the fuck. It's a half a star. A half a fucking star, yo. A half a star. Stupid. I was stupid as soon as I heard Oscar's music. Stupid.
He giving it more of a rating than I am. I'm definitely not even rating this match. It wasn't even a match, honestly. There's no rating for this. I'm not giving it a rating at all. This led to stupid pawn WWE Russian storylines. The way we prayed for them to drag this. We prayed for them to hold off on this. We prayed for them to keep teasing us with the best story on TV in all of 2020 with the evolution story of Bayley and Sasha, and they fuck it up in a 3-week span.
Once Bayley fucked her neck up, once Bayley fucked her neck up, should have kept her off TV. Period. You didn't get it. Then she did the sound interview and she fucked her neck up more. Then she said nothing was wrong with the neck, even though her neck got fucked up. Now she's swinging a chair with a fucked up neck. I'm like, yo, leave this alone.
Whiplash.
Yo, leave this.
I ain't gonna lie. Sasha was looking kind of fine. But she was looking kind of fine. You know what I mean? But
she been killing them fits, man.
That
Stop playing with her.
Was the most that this is going to get complimented, because it was pure stupidity on top of a wasted 10 minutes of the show. This is some bullshit that should have happened on SmackDown that would have led to a pay-per-view, not something that happens on a pay-per-view that makes you wait till Friday to see the nonsense continue. Because now this match is going to happen on the October pay-per-view. Like, why?
I gave this shit a fucking dud. There's no there's no point. I want to say shout out to Nikki Cross. Speedy recovery. I hope everything's well. But again, they could have just had Bayley come out, talk some shit, and then had
Sasha.
Yeah, they had Sasha come out and do what she did. Like there was no point of having Asuka come out and this fake dumbass match just for it to get thrown out because Bayley uses a chair. Like that was a waste of time.
Wait a minute. Hold on. It was an open challenge. Question of the night. Where was Retribution? Oh my God!
I don't think you want Retribution.
No. The worst thing on TV. Let's just make shit even worse.
It's so funny. I was about to say it's an open challenge, but Retribution exclusive to Raw. But then again, the fucking Raw Women's Champion of all people answers the challenge. Oh, fuck. You see.
Retribution just came in. Retribution just tipped his phone.
I'm being attacked, guys.
Bro, yeah, they could have threw anybody in that spot.
Who hit your phone? Slapjack?
T-bar.
Who was it?
T-bag.
T-bag
pulled up in the hotel, attacked me.
Slap dick or T-bag? Yeah.
Slap nuts.
Slap nuts.
Slap dick and T-bag.
Sasha coming out there looking like a 2020 leader. Whew.
Yeah. It was nice. That was the best part of the whole segment.
Exactly.
The best thing about our whole segment was a woman's outfit. This is bad.
I ain't gonna say blew their load, but they
couldn't. They couldn't wait. They couldn't wait to get their nut off.
For no reason, man.
They couldn't wait to get their nut off.
Long term story. Long term story.
They took the helmet off. They took the helmet off, and they just said, I gotta get it off now. Gotta get it off now.
We going to WrestleMania. We going to WrestleMania.
Listen.
Hell in a Cell.
I'm definitely
Hell in a Cell.
I am definitely blowing my load for Sasha. I don't care what it is.
Oh man, this nigga here.
We have to put this guy's fucking disclaimer in the
you know what? Ain't no pause moment to that. At least he's doing it for Sasha.
Absolutely.
So if I didn't rate this before, I'm rating it now. It's pointless.
There we go.
That's my rating.
So rating is pointless.
I ain't even all of this. The guy who completely shits on everything that just happened
gave it the best rating.
I gave it a rating.
Gave it the best rating.
That's hilarious.
We also forgot to mention that there is no Nia Jax or Shayna Baszler here because they were in contact with Nikki Cross, who was in contact with Killian Dane, who has COVID-19. So
no, Shayna's pregnant, guys. Shayna's expecting.
Apparently.
Shayna's expecting. Shayna's expecting a Minecraft baby.
Shayna let Damian Priest pop. So
this next match that we're going to talk
Jesus Christ
is for the WWE Championship in an ambulance match between Randy Orton, the challenger, and the defender, Drew McIntyre. It was a great. Besides all the bullshit interference, which I'll let you guys pick on, which I get where they were going with, but it was just so unnecessary. All that outside shit, the destruction, the physicality between the two guys was good. I enjoyed that part of it. Too much interference. It was a good blow off match though. It ended right with Ric Flair driving the ambulance. I'll give it 3 stars. I'll give it 3 stars. It could have been a lot better.
Like you said, the physicality was on point, definitely, for the stipulations for this match. Super overbooked. But, that's WWE for you. They won't book one thing very well. They'll underbook one match and super overbook the next one. So, but my favorite part was the GOAT, HBK, hitting Orton with the Sweet Chin music, and then just sending him off the top of the. Yeah,
that's your favorite part. Yeah.
That was my favorite part. Yeah. I don't know why you're upset because you to my knowledge you're an HBK fan as well. So
not no more. He fucked it up.
What are you doing with that chalk line? Can I hold that down?
Yo,
nah, he gonna keep it. Nah, he gonna say no. I'm gonna keep it.
Yo, can I hold that chalk line? I'll cash app you 20 right now.
You can have it.
But I rate the match. I give it 2 3/4 stars.
Fucking loved this match. You know why? Because if anybody's ever played Super Mario Brothers, this literally felt like Super Mario and friends taking out Bowser. Like I swear, like
we've seen Luigi, we've seen Toad, we've seen Yoshi.
So obviously Drew McIntyre is Mario, and then you get Yoshi coming out. That's the Big Show, and then you get Toad coming out. That's Christian, and then you get the additional Toad, which is fucking HBK, and then you get Peach. That is the driver of the car, which is Ric Flair. They all culminated, and they took down Bowser. They needed fireballs, they needed leaves, they needed mushrooms, they needed lights, they needed coins, they needed bricks, they needed blue shells, red shells, green shells, and they just threw the fuck. They made Randy Orton look so strong in this match. He looked like a supervillain in this match. And this is like literally classic 90s booking of the ultimate bad guy getting taken down by the good friends that all got murdered and came back to life. I just found it like everybody's judging this on the match base. I just had fun watching this shit. Like I just had fun watching the bull. Like,
well, at least you're one person.
Yo, hold on. First of all, why is Big Show wearing a mask? First of all, like we don't know who the fuck he is. And then Mario got the leaf. And hit him with the big tail, which was that big kick. And then he put Bowser away. And then Peach drives him away. This was just such fun. I'm giving this 3.5 stars because I had fun watching this shit. The match sucked. I just had fun watching it. I just had fun watching it. This shit was such a fun disaster. I just loved watching it.
Alright. So your shit.
It's I don't even like it's like as I stated in what was this? I forget which roundtable I appeared in when I completely lost it with the Sasha and Orton thing. I was like, what's the point? You know, it's like, what's the point, right? So Drew McIntyre is supposed to be the strong champion, whatever the case may be. Took down the Beasts, whatever. He got the best of Orton last pay-per-view, and you pretty much have him look like a bitch. He couldn't beat Orton. He couldn't beat him. I don't care what type of match it was. It literally took everybody Orton took out to help him win the fucking match. It's like you have Orton as a top fucking heel all year. Legend Killer revamped all of that. And you it's like I hate to say the word all the time for what, but it's like for what? We get it. I don't know what to say. It's so fucking annoying now. Like, if you're gonna keep doing this, I guess Orton wants to keep putting over young talent, but stop rehashing these storylines every year. All you're gonna do is keep having him lose these fucking matches. I'm tired of seeing it.
Shawn Michaels got super kicked. She got super kicked by Luigi. Like what?
And even that. The first fucking minute he's getting kicked. He's getting fucking Cho Shin through an announce table about Big Show's old ass.
He got kicked out of Luigi's mansion, bro.
His stupid fucking Netflix show that got canceled. I guess he wanted to come back and wrestle and get revenge. We got fucking Christian's old ass who can't even do anything no more. Doing fucking baby kicks at my daughter could probably kick harder than his ass backstage. So you got the fucking Shawn Michaels old ass. I don't even know how the fuck he even got.
That's what I'm saying. You ever played
that keeps going on every single time? It's like I'm tired of how they treat my favorites. Like, and
Yo, but this made Randy Orton look so good.
And he still
like
lost.
It made him look so good.
So now
because
we get a
yo,
fucking,
have you ever played Super Mario and Luigi does that little like jump and it does a little pebble kick?
So now we get a
that shit knocked him off the ambulance.
we get a fucking Hell in a Cell match, I guess, and Orton still loses. So it's like whatever, man. Like it took fucking 4 old farts to beat Orton, like on top of Drew McIntyre. He completely missed the punt, by the way. It's like, yo.
That's why I called it the tail hit. He got hit with the tail.
Oh man, I'm just so sick of this shit, yo.
What's your rating?
This match is a fucking dud.
I'm actually surprised they didn't throw Edge in there too. Like
Edge is still injured. Edge is still injured. Edge is still injured.
Edge is still injured. Come fucking crawling from under the ambulance truck and tickle his balls or something. The way
This is
ridiculous.
I'm telling you right now. My Super Mario and Friends would not have worked if Edge would have gotten involved.
Yo,
Edge could have been fucking princess. Edge could have been fucking princess at this point. Like this is fucking ridiculous, yo. It's so. Oh my god, done. Fucking done.
I don't appreciate the fact that they kind of made Drew look a little weak. I like the fact that they made Randy Orton so strong and then he loses because it adds credibility to the person that he's going against, man. This guy's a 13-time champion. He doesn't need any more fucking championships. Sorry.
Yes, he does.
Sorry, Jake.
Yes, he does. He needs to break Flair. Yes, he does. He's the Viper God. He needs as many championships as he can get before he retires. You know, he can be champion. He can sell more clothes. He can fuck more hoes. He can do everything.
The nigga's married.
Okay?
What you?
I don't give a fuck. What does that matter? What does that mean?
I think that's a good time to go on to our main event.
So I want to know, since I got so vilified on True Heel Heat and on the roundtable discussion about my comments about the Keith Lee nonsensical win over Randy Orton, what the fuck has happened to Keith Lee since? They changed his spandex shirt to a singlet. So where did this win take him?
He's been feuding with the WWE champion.
Having friendly matches.
I'm about to say friendly match. I don't really count that.
That hasn't been getting finished at all.
Gotta make both guys look strong, pal.
So we're just having tussles basically now.
Colossal tussles.
Tussles.
I mean, friends are tussle here and there. That's life, man.
So just then just go to Raw. You know what? Then just tussle at Raw Underground then.
Yeah, he probably like be the leader of Retribution.
So we're not gonna go there.
Oh God.
But yeah, moving forward, because right now I am absolutely right on that. So
Roman Reigns is a heel. He is defending his WWE Universal Championship against his own flesh and blood, his own cousin, basically his brother. They grew up together. They played sports together.
Beat the dog shit out of him.
We're gonna start this off.
Shit out of
First of all, my man Roman came out with no shirt on. First time in the main roster.
Got the bitches going crazy.
He looked like a fucking movie star. He looked like what Roman Reigns is supposed to look like. Let's say that. This match had great storytelling. It's a little slow. Dragged a little bit.
On purpose.
It dragged it. I get that. I get it. It's just a little. It dragged a little bit for my taste. But this side of Roman is fucking great. I wish we would have had this 3-4 years ago, even longer maybe. But I'm glad that we're getting it now. He's a beast. He beats the shit out of his own cousin. Beats the shit out of him to the point where his twin brother, on one gimp leg, has to slide into the ring and throw in the towel and break up the fight.
So are you saying, my man? Are you saying that little Jimmy came? I said
Gippy Jimmy came.
Are you saying that little Jimmy came?
Gippy Jimmy came. And Roman Reigns, he let it be known that he wants to be known as the tribal fucking chief. Maybe not exactly that way, but the tribal fucking chief. He is at the head of the table. He wants his family. He wants the bloodline. He wants the WWE to respect him. He's the head of the universe. Respect that man. This shit was amazing. That's my rating.
If story was able to give a rating, this match would get 5 stars.
Absolutely.
This was my favorite thing of the night, and this surpassed the ladder match. This I was fucking in awe watching. I was like, yo, this is what you watch pay-per-view for. This is type of story that you watch. This is the animal that we have been waiting for forever. Yo, he said, you are only coming here to get your ass whooped and to collect a paycheck. You ain't even thinking about a win. You are just coming to collect money and to get fucked up. And that's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. Jey Uso got the shit beat out of him. And it was done slowly. He made Jey Uso look like his bitch for the entire match. With the spin, maybe the exception of like 60 seconds where he did his little suicide dive.
He had a nice little comeback.
But it was actually a good back and forth. And like this side of Roman, I could watch this shit on Monday, on Wednesday, on Tuesday, on Friday, twice on Sunday, and repeat the shit on Monday. All you gotta say is I'm the tribal chief and I'm the ruler and this is over. All you gotta say is that and this is over. This is it. Just stay down, Oos. Just stay down, cuz. Yo, this shit was fucking amazing. So I'm giving this shit 4.75 only on what I watched. This was incredible. The best Roman Reigns I've seen in my fucking life. And not even close.
I'm gonna like piggyback off what Top the guy Jay just said. Pause. It was great. It was great storytelling. Like it was. This is, how can I say this? This was the most invested I was in a match that was slow because it made sense. Like it was trying to put over. Roman doesn't give a fuck who you are. You in his way, family or not. This is, like he says, this is my WWE. This is my WWE. And you're not taking the title from me. You're not doing nothing. I don't care if you're family or not. So if he did that to family, that's only like and that's kind of a great thing. Like they kind of started his title reign like that. Like he's letting them know, like, yo, family or not, I'm taking Hoya out. And if he did that to his family, then again, like Michael Cole said, what are you gonna do to anybody else? You know, right. It's a good way to build off. It's a good way to build on his heel turn. Ness. His heel turn.
Yeah. Let's chill. I got that. I got that.
It's a good way to build on his heel turn, and then adding Jimmy to come out and made it even better. Him limping to save his brother, and then Roman still not giving a fuck. Like it was.
So I'm gonna add one nugget to this, and I'm gonna take a word back and a kind of reaction back that I took away from True Hill Heat 93, just off hearing an inkling of this. This storytelling is the most perfect thing to see The Rock return. This is the best. Like when WWE makes something good, I give them credit for it. If this shit culminates with The Rock coming out to shut the bully down or to attempt to shut the bully down, I'm bought. I'm sold.
And that's what I'm saying. They've been talking about that so much now. For it not to happen would suck completely. Yeah. They've been talking about this lately now, like anticipating it. Rock and Roman.
Because
Rock
the
doing
way they
interviews.
made Roman Reigns look,
Like
who in the WWE is even clutching that man?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He keeps saying he's the head of the table. The Rock is a part of that table. Like he's the one. He's the
Who
ruler.
else
Let it be
can
like
challenge the
that.
head of the
It makes
table?
sense.
When he
Who else from the tribe? Who else
It's
from the
right
tribe
there.
can challenge it?
Exactly.
When he specifically says tribal chief.
So I'll cop
exactly.
I'll cop to when I say something that I was kind of rolling my eyes to, and then I see a story played out like that. Oh, I'm sold.
Absolutely.
Drunk guy, would you rate this?
I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm rating this because like it wasn't a great crazy wrestling match, but it was a great story. So I'll just say amazing. I won't even give it a star rating.
That's a good rating in my book.
Yeah.
Ness,
it was great.
How do you feel
great
about
stuff.
this?
All right, so this is how I got to start this off.
Oh, wait. He didn't shoot a kid in the face, so he's...
Nah. So, yeah. So I forgot which pay-per-view roundtable it was, but I said I needed to see more of Roman's heel turn. No, yeah, it was SummerSlam. I said I needed to see more. So over the course of the last couple of weeks, up until I want to say actually the go home episode of SmackDown, where he hit Jay with a fucking Superman punch and was just talking super greasy to him, like, yo, I'm the head of this table. Again, you're just coming here to get a paycheck, get your ass whooped. Like, he was just talking that shit. So that was like, oh, all right, I can finally say, yes, beautiful. Roman is definitely 100% a heel. I apologize for yeah. He's a true heel. He's a true heel. I apologize for my transgressions of not being fully sold on his heel turn, because I felt that the attitude he had coming back was somewhat of the same attitude that he had before he left, but he's putting in the work now for this heel turn. Again, the storytelling in this match, amazing. First of all, beating up anybody and just kicking anybody's ass is one thing, but to do that to your own family members, somebody that you literally grew up in just life, and you're growing up in the business with them, and you're just like, look, it's me. Like, I'm the guy. You're not the guy. You're never going to be the guy. And Jay's he's a tag team specialist. We know he's never going to be that guy, but he's getting it beat in his head by one of the people that should be on his side, like a loved one, your blood. And he's getting that type of reaction from his family member, and then to have your injured brother come out and literally have to like beg your cousin to stop this match, like it's all great storytelling.
So when the towel,
yeah, and like, it was done absolutely perfectly, because one, Jay didn't quit, so Jay doesn't look weak, so Jay can remain in a prime scene in a prime role.
Yeah, definitely.
On a show that is definitely doing well right now.
Mm-hmm.
It also brought out little Jimmy to tell Roman the words that he wanted to hear. He got his crown, he got his boa, and he got his leaf. He got his leaf. He got his words. And this is the most to be continued story that I cannot wait to continue seeing.
Yeah, I think if they don't fucking build this up to Rock versus Roman, man, I know we say that they have so many missed opportunities. That'll be literally the ultimate missed opportunity. There's no way that
wait on it, because it's not going to happen immediately.
Oh no, that's definitely like a mania thing. That has to be a mania. It has to be a mania. Yeah, definitely.
And that's not gonna let that shit. That's not happening without guaranteed fans. And at this
point, Roman is gonna run through. He's gonna run through people for the next couple months,
which is fine.
Which is gonna make it so much better. This is the Roman
that sells, because people are either gonna really hate it or they're gonna fucking love it, and they're gonna want to see it. So either way,
but people are loving it though. People are loving it.
Even better, because it's gonna make people want to watch it. So
yeah. SmackDown's definitely on a roll right now. I see so many people saying, hey, how much better that SmackDown is overall simply because of Roman. Like, that's literally the only reason why people are saying
Roman is the best thing in WWE right now. And it's not even close. Randy Orton was close to it, but right now it's not even close.
Randy got hold tonight, so
he didn't.
I mean,
they did not. What are you talking about?
Randy got Bowser tonight.
If this isn't the blow off, it's pointless Christ. Because ambulance matches should always be blow offs.
The end of it.
So if this fucking feud continues, it's whatever. I'm more focused on right now on what's going on with Roman. Hopefully Drew has a new competitor his way.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, I didn't even rate the match. I gave the match 4 stars.
4 stars. Shit, that's a good rating. I mean, it deserves it. That's a 5-star storytelling match, like we have all agreed upon. The match was a little too slow.
Yeah.
Didn't have enough high spots, I think, for everybody's liking. If it had a little bit of everything with this type of storytelling, it's a 5-star match.
And I'm just gonna say it as a dude. I don't give a fuck if I'm saying it as a dude. Roman was fucking jacked, Joe.
Yeah, man. I hope they go all in with changing his gimmick.
Roman did something to his character tonight, boy. Roman did something tonight, boy. He made shockwaves tonight.
You know what? I'm gonna say this in the most heterosexual way possible. I'm gonna print out a poster of this motherfucker.
All right,
I'm gonna put him out of my closet.
I'm
gonna put him out of my closet, right? And I'm gonna wake up every morning. I'm gonna see him, and I'm gonna do fucking like 500 push-ups a day. Cause clearly what I'm doing isn't working. I need to look like Roman Reigns. On the count of 3, gentlemen, we will give this pay-per-view either a thumbs up, thumbs down, or thumbs in the middle, depending on how you feel. So, 1, 2, 3.
I knew that was there, of course.
It's a mixed crowd. I mean, obviously we know why Jaquan's throwing the thumbs down.
Absolutely.
I'm throwing the.
It wasn't even that good of a show, if you want to be honest. Like we had the opener, we had Orton losing. Well, take that out. We had the main event.
But here's the thing about pay-per-views. Nobody's gonna remember the meat in the middle. Everybody is gonna remember that fucking. Good. Everybody's gonna remember that finish. Everyone is gonna remember the finish.
It was.
And that's what makes And that's what makes this pay-per-view special. It's not gonna be because the pay-per-view was average at best. But what Roman did at the end, you will remember this shit going forward.
Oh, if it wasn't for Roman, this shit would have got. I wish I would have had more hands.
It would have got thumbs down. This shit would have got all fingers. This shit would have got all fingers like that.
What world are we living in now with all this Roman Reigns praise? Jesus Christ,
I've been a Roman fan since he's been here, so it's different for me. I'm glad to see that he's finally getting the character that he deserves. But in terms of this pay-per-view, it really wasn't much going on, and I think they botched the ambulance match. I think it could have been. It was good. Too much fucking nostalgia and outside interference. And yeah, Orton lost. So yes, you get thumbs down for that one. But the whole Roman situation, we have some positives coming out. Monday Night Raw.
So are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready to acknowledge this? And are y'all ready to embrace us with the Roman anthem? Are y'all ready to embrace?
Is that how we're going to end off? We're going to end off on the Roman anthem. You know, we're going to change that.
Off our hands. That's what we're doing.
We're going to have to come up with a new theme because he's changing it.
Yeah.
Huh?
So we're going to have to come up with a new theme. Yeah, he's changing it.
Well, if we're going to end it, then I'm going to go and give it one last go until y'all change it.
Start us off.
The 1, the 2, Roman, the big dog, Roman, he's so strong.
Woo.
And now the tribal chief.
Yeah,
that's gonna be another shirt being sold next week.
Oh yeah,
tomorrow.
Tribal. He's gonna have 2 separate shirts. 2 separate shirts. It's gonna be the tribal chief and the rule of the WWE.
My MVP of the night is the big dog Roman Reigns. Obviously, just the best character work we've ever seen from him to date. Drunk guy, who's your MVP?
The rule of the WWE, the tribal chief. The big dog. He put his dick on the table tonight, man. Letting it be known that he ain't fucking around.
That's one way to put it. Top guy, who's your MVP?
Come on, man. We just sang the Roman anthem, bro. Like, do we really got to talk about who's the MVP of the night?
Yeah, I think everybody got Roman as MVP.
Ness, is that your MVP as well?
It would have been if this man didn't win the opening match.
I will say honorable mention to Sami Zayn.
That's exactly
because
what I was going
if
with.
it wasn't for Roman
smart.
Reigns, Sami Zayn had it hands down.
Yeah, 3 for Roman, 1 for Sami.
I take that back. Co-MVP, Roman and Sami. We've been talking for so long, I forgot about the first match already. Jesus.
I'm not a fan of Sami Zayn, but I do enjoy watching him in the ring.
Oh,
sorry
man.
to hear that.
He's good though. He's good. I like watching him. That was a good match. LVP, aka the Jabroni of the night.
Okay, the J Corner.
I'm gonna start off with drunk guy JJ. Who's your Jabroni of the night, brother?
Me, of course. You're gonna keep this rolling. Me.
Is this unanimous? Are we going unanimous with drunk guy?
I just keep fucking.
At least he nominated himself. He was supported by it. Does anybody else want to join it?
I will sacrifice myself for Radio. Pause. All right. He does not deserve. He does not deserve the LVP.
Ness, who's your jabroni of the night?
My jabroni of the night, aside from Sami Zayn, is everybody else that had a title match, because there were no title changes on this whole fucking pay-per-view of Clash of Champions, except for Sami, who technically didn't even get a title change because he was already champion, quote unquote, because he never lost the fucking title. Everybody else, everybody lost. There was no title changes. Whoever booked this shit is that LVP.
Yo, hold on, yeah, let's rewind that back.
This isn't true rewind, pal.
I know, but anyway. The fucking LVP is that booker of that Bailey Oscar match. Jesus Christ, sorry. Fucking ridiculous. Stupid.
Bruce, we need something. Just fucking have a dirty finish.
That is some Bruce Pritchard shit.
Drunk guy, who's your not drunk guy, top guy, who's your jabroni of the night?
Who's your jabroni of the night?
My jabroni of the night is the WWE for putting out a fucking trash pay-per-view called Clash of the Champions when they should actually have some meaning behind these titles. They tried in a few matches, but everything they just went about this whole shit wrong, besides the Roman match. So, and I understand shit changes. The show has to change. People getting sick. We got to fucking rearrange the card,
But even them rearranging the card, those people weren't going to win their matches, honestly. Nikki wasn't beating Bailey, and fucking the Riot Squad wasn't beating Shayna.
Not beating
Shayna. It's just when you think of Clash of Champions, man, you think of championships, you think of prestige. Or what's supposed to be prestige, man. That's supposed to be a big pay-per-view. It's supposed to feel significant, and I don't think it felt significant. I feel like it just felt like every other fucking throwaway pay-per-view between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania and SummerSlam, and basically the big 4 or 5 if you count Money in the Bank. So top guy, who's your jabroni of the night?
It was a little challenging, honestly, because I wanted to say the jabroni of the night was a creative team, but when the creative team also gives me that ladder match and the end of the night, I can't give them jabronis of the night. So I'm gonna give the jabronis of the night to all of the competitors in the tag team match and the Bobby Lashley versus Apollo Crews match. Like, it's a collective LVP for this one.
So most
That's crazy.
Because this was just a cult. This let me down. This let me down. This let me down. Like, this let me down.
Black Lives Matter, man.
No, Black Lives Matter and Black Excellence Matter.
But this said fuck two of the matches.
Well, you asked me for LVP, right? And you asked me for MVP. So the MVP is more important than the LVP, but I don't name an LVP, and those are the LVPs. They let me down. They had the 2 absolute worst finishes of the entire night, and this includes the women's match. It was just bad. It was just bad and uninteresting on all levels. And I know we're way better than that. I'm putting us to a higher standard than that. We deserve better than that, and we can deliver better than that. So yes, collective LVPs are the entire group of the tag match and the Lashley and Cruz match.
No arguments on this side. We're going to have to go on to match of the night. Top guy, what's your match of the night?
The match of the night, even though I didn't give it the most stars of the night, is definitely the men's ladder match. Is the triple threat ladder match. It was definitely the match of the night. Definitely the most interesting thing and the most eye-popping and wowing match of the night. Most creative for sure. That was definitely the match of the night.
I second that. Yeah, definitely a ladder match for me as well.
Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all all got beards, and I'm like the bare face, baby face. That's like off topic.
Only took
anyway.
You 12 roundtables to realize that. It's fine.
Yo, I know, right?
only a nigga that drinks syrup really fucking thinks of shit like that. At the end of the fucking show.
Nah, definitely. I'm too. Yeah, but definitely the ladder match. Damn, what the fuck? The triple threat ladder match. Jesus Christ, get it together,
I got issues,
man.
bro.
I'm actually my match tonight is actually going to be Bailey and Asuka.
All right, it's over. Good night, y'all. Have
a no.
Then nobody believe that shit.
I ain't falling for that shit, man.
I'm going with
unanimous. We're going with the triple threat ladder match.
I've been through 93 True Hill Heats, man. I ain't falling for that bullshit.
We're gonna rank this pay-per-view 1 through 10. I am giving this pay-per-view a 5. Was it good? Wasn't good, but it gets decent because Roman Reigns just happens to be the man and just put on a hell of a show. Credit to Jey Uso too, playing his role. Drunk guy.
4.
Okay. Ness, what's your rating?
I gave it a 6. Just slightly above average, like literally just slightly above average, but that's mainly due to the ladder match, honestly, and the main event, the storytelling of the main event. Everything else in the middle was just like there.
4.5 for me. I'll switch it up. I'll add a half star.
What about you, top guy? How you feeling? What's your rating?
Ladder match got 3 stars for me. The rest of the card got none. Jay and Roman got 2. And the finish gets an extra half, so that would give me 5.5 stars for the entire show.
Yeah, seems pretty unanimous. We're in the same area. Not great, but the finish definitely saved the pay-per-view. Made it feel decent. That'll be it for our Clash of Champions Roundtable. Another fun one as usual. Top guy JJ, where can they find you?
Instagram, you can find me at TrueHill_Top Guy JJ. Facebook, I'm Justin Johnson. And yeah, just kicking it with the shits. It was a blast being on here with y'all, man. Finally get to do something with fucking drunk guy after like God knows how many fucking years. Like, you know,
we've been eluding each other for a long time.
Nah, man, you was ducking. You ducked when you fucking had the SummerSlam results. You ducked after the SummerSlam results. This nigga went in hiding. This nigga went in hiding.
Nah, I did SummerSlam. We didn't do Payback.
Payback. You right. Payback. Yeah. Payback. You ducked on Payback because you had the worst week of your life.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I didn't know if I was gonna recover.
Drunk guy, where can they find you at?
Somewhere drunk. No.
I meant online, not physically.
Nah, I know.
We kind of
Instagram hacks. Instagram Haxel_J_Duggan. Too many Facebook creeps. So I ain't saying my Facebook. Twitter, that kid J Styles. I need to change it. I'm not fucking 14 no more. And yeah, Follow the gang. OnlyFans, Pornhub, Xvideos.
This nigga
here. I mean, you do know with Facebook, there is restrictions and there's allowances, right? You can protect yourself. Just saying.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, follow my Facebook then. I mean, add me on Facebook. Jacob James.
Oh.
I mean, they ask for your permission for any of the creeps to want to speak.
And then more than likely, it doesn't even make a difference because I'm gonna be tagged in the shit when we post it anyway. So the fuck.
Yeah.
But
you'll get followed by a deaf guy.
There's a reason that you're fucking JJ. So what the fuck? They know you. The fuck.
No, it could be. I could be Justin Johnson too. I could be Jason Giambi. Somebody.
Oh my god.
Even though that's JG, but you know, I get you.
It could be another J. Giambi, like Jason Jimbo. You know.
Put this nigga to sleep, son.
We're gonna let you work on that, bro. Baby making champion.
Nigga said Giambi with a J.
Jimbo Jenkins. I
don't know. Ness, where can we find you at?
All right, give me a second.
Yeah, take a deep breath.
All right. You can find me on Instagram at _skinny_Kravitz_. Twitter, skinny_Kravitz, and on Facebook as Ness.
Skinny Kravitz? No? Okay.
I'm about to just change it to that on Facebook if I can. Might as well. But
did you say the N-word, Rothstein?
Ness. Yeah, nah. Yo, chill. This guy. No, it's not. It's definitely not. This guy is.
I'm gonna have to do so much bleaching out this episode.
Negro Rothstein.
Yo, why the longest part is always the end, yo?
It is.
It's because we already.
They don't know how to act. Yeah, that's why.
You can follow me at spick_flair_.
Woo. You say you gotta do a lot of editing. Spick. Like, you got some fucking nerve, Chris. Jesus Christ.
Yo. He talks about he has to edit, but the first name on his Instagram is Spick.
Yo, my ass never realized that. Yo.
Like, the first name is Spick.
Well,
jeez.
in that context,
like, and if somebody actually in the street calls you a Spick, you are gonna flip your fucking lid.
Yo, Spick Flair,
you know how many times people see me in the street like, yo, Spick Flair, like, yo. So it's a totally different context. So the context that you just used it, I'm gonna bleep that out. But when I tell people follow me, you can follow me.
Follow me on
you can follow me at Spick_Flair_. Woo, 3 O's. Type in Christian on Facebook. I got one of the most Hispanic last names you can see. If you add me, don't DM me. I don't want to fucking marry you. I don't want
to talk wrestling with you.
I don't want to be your friend.
I don't want to be your friend. Your relationship problems. I don't care
ask me about my favorite rapper.
That'll do it.
Oh man!
Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. We had a hell of a time. We hope everybody at home is being safe, watching as much wrestling as you possibly can. Give us that thumbs up. We will see you next time. Yeah, wear condoms too. We don't need more dumbasses.
Word. Stop cum dumpster.
For Mary Jane, for Top Guy JJ, for Drunk Guy JJ, for the baby making champion of the world, Ness. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Wash your hands and use the rest of Chris G's towels.
Yeah.
And wash your ass too.
Wash your ass. And don't drive with my towels.